Peter Pan.
There never was a simpler, happier family than the Darling family.
Mrs. Darling was a lovely lady with a romantic mind and a sweet mocking mouth,
which had one kiss on it that nobody could ever get.
Mr. Darling knew all about stocks and shares.
And he was quite proud that he and Mrs. Darling had 3 children.
Wendy came first.
And then John.
And then Michael.
Their nurse
Whoa!
was a very large dog called Nana.
Nana! There never was a simpler, happier family.
Until the coming of Peter Pan. The scene is the nursery of the Darling family.
Whoa! Whoa!
Who are you?
Whoa!
No one there.
And yet I feel sure I saw a face.
Whoa! Whoa! Mary! Mary! Obesity and bunions, you stupid dog! Whoa! Mary! Oh, there you are, Mary.
What is the matter, George dear?
Matter? The matter is that I am a desperate man. This tie, it will not tie.
I warn you, Mary.
If this tie is not round my neck, we don't go out to dinner tonight. I never go to the office again, and all of us starve.
Let me try, dear. There you are.
Well, just look at this.
Clumsy, clumsy.
I sometimes think, Mary, it is a mistake to have a dog for a nurse.
But George, we must keep Nana. When I came into this room tonight, I saw a face at the window.
A face at the window,
3 floors up.
It was the face of a little boy, and I screamed. It wasn't the first time I've seen him.
The first time, the boy had leapt through the window and slammed it behind him.
I thought I must have dreamt it, but...
There on the floor lay a shadow.
Mary, why didn't you keep that shadow?
I did. I think that he comes back to get his shadow.
The boy was not alone that first time.
He was accompanied by a ball of light.
It darted about the room like a living thing.
George, what could this all mean?
Father, Nana's crying.
Oh, be brave, my dears.
Whoa! 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 I refuse to allow this dog to lord it in my nursery 1 hour longer. Come on!
He's chaining Nana up.
She is awfully unhappy.
This is not Nana's unhappy bark.
That is her bark when she smells danger.
Danger, are you sure?
Can anything harm us, Mother, after the nightlights are lit?
Nothing, my dears. They are the eyes that a mother leaves behind to guard her children. To bed.
Tinkerbell! Tink! Where are you? Do you know where they put it?
Boy, why are you crying?
What is your name?
Wendy Moira Angela Darling.
What is yours?
Peter Pan.
Where do you live?
Second to the right and straight on till morning.
I mean, is that what they put on the letters?
I don't get any letters.
But your mother gets letters.
Don't have a mother.
No wonder you were crying.
I was crying because I can't get my shadow to stick on.
It must be sewn on.
I will sew it for you.
Stand still.
Wendy, look! Look! Oh, the cleverness of me.
Of course, I did nothing.
You did a little. One girl is worth more than 20 boys.
Oh, Peter, I think it's perfectly sweet of you, the way you talk about girls. And I shall give you a kiss if you like.
Thank you.
Don't you know what a kiss is?
I shall know when you give it to me.
Not to hurt his feelings, she placed her thimble in his outstretched hand.
Shall I give you a kiss?
If you please.
Peter pulled an acorn button from his tunic and bestowed it upon Wendy.
I shall wear it on this chain around my neck. Peter, how old are you?
I don't know, Wendy, but quite young. I ran away the day I was born.
Why?
Because I heard my mother and father talking what I was to be, so when I became a man. So I ran away and lived a long time with the fairies.
You know fairies, Peter?
Yes,
But they are all nearly dead now.
Tinkerbell, Tink, where are you?
Peter, you don't mean to tell me that there is a fairy in this room?
She came in with me. You don't hear anything, do you?
I hear... The only sound I hear is the tinkle of bells. What did she say?
She is not very nice. She says you are a great ugly girl and that she is my fairy.
She is quite a common girl.
Where do you live now?
With the Lost Boys.
What fun it must be.
Yes, but we are rather lonely.
Peter, why do you come to our nursery window?
To hear their stories. None of us knows any.
Oh, how perfectly awful.
Wendy, your mother was telling you such a lovely story
Which story was it?
about the prince, and he couldn't find the lady with the glass slipper.
That was Cinderella.
He found her, Peter, and they lived happily ever after.
I'm glad.
Where are you going?
To tell the other boys.
Don't go, Peter. I know lots of stories, of the stories I could tell the boys.
Come with me then. We'll fly. I'll teach you how to jump on the wind's back, and then away we go.
John, wake up, there's a boy here to teach us to fly.
To fly? It's there.
Michael, open your eyes.
How do you do it?
You just think lovely, wonderful thoughts, and they lift you up in the air. Look.
I've got it now, Wendy. Look.
I must blow the fairy dust on you first. Just wiggle your shoulders this way and then let go. I flew! Whoa. Now, all together.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at us. Second to the right and straight on to the morning.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
So on and on and on they flew.
There it is.
What? Where?
The Neverland.
John, there's a lagoon.
And mermaids.
Look, an Indian.
I see now. Yes, he's on the warpath right now.
Michael, what's that?
It's a pirate ship.
Pirates? Arr! How ripping. Are there a lot of them, Peter? Who is captain now?
Captain James M. Hook.
What you see is a Neverland.
In the daytime, you think the Neverland is only make-believe.
And so it is for the likes of you.
But this is the Neverland come true. The Indians were looking for the pirates. The pirates were looking for the Lost Boys. They were all going round and round and round the island. The boys on the island buried.
Slightly. The biggest boy was quite possibly a genius.
Toodles is the most unfortunate of the Gallant band.
He has been on fewer adventures than the others.
The big things constantly happened while he stepped around the corner. Pirates!
Yo ho, the pirate life, the flag of skull and bones. A merry hour, a hempen rope, and a hay for Davy Jones.
A more villainous looking brotherhood never hung in a row on execution dock.
Gentleman Starkey was once an usher at a public school.
And still dainty in his ways of killing.
And the boat sways.
It's me, an oddly genial man who stabs, so to speak, without offense.
And the only non-conformist in Hook's whole crew.
But the cruelest jewel in this dark setting
Is Captain James Hook himself.
His hair is dressed in long curls.
Like black candles about to melt.
His eyes are as blue as forget-me-nots.
And of a profound melancholy.
Save when he claws.
He is never more sinister.
Then when he is most polite.
But those who have seen him in the flesh agree that the grimmest part of him is the iron claw.
It's me! I want Peter Pan. 'Twas he cut off my arm.
Yet I've oft heard you say your hook was worth a score of hands.
Smee. Pan flung my arm to the crocodile that happened to be passing by. The brute liked my arm so much that he has been following me ever since, licking his lips for the rest of me. Ooh.
in a way, it is sort of a compliment.
Starkey, that crocodile would have had me by now. But by the lucky chance, he swallowed a clanking clock. Wait, listen, it's me, the crocodile.
The wood is now silent.
You may be sure it is full of Indians. This is Tiger Lily, the belle of the tribe.
Whose braves would all have her to wife.
But she wards them off with a hatchet.
And the Indians disappear as they have come.
As shadows.
I do wish Peter were here.
What is that?
I don't know, but it looks so weary. And as it flies, it moans, poor Wendy.
That is Tinkerbell.
Tink is trying to hurt the Wendy.
Hello, Tink!
Peter wants us to shoot the Wendy.
Let us do what Peter wishes.
I'll shoot it out of my way. I have shot the Wendy. Peter will be so pleased.
This is no bird. I think it must be a lady. Great news! I brought at last the thing we've all been waiting for. A mother for us all.
Stand back all. Let Peter see.
Wendy! With an arrow in her heart.
Wendy is dead.
Whose arrow?
Mine, Peter.
Oh, dastard hand!
Strike, Peter. Strike true.
I cannot strike. There is something stays my hand.
She lives!
It is a kiss I gave her. It has saved her life. Now I remember kisses. Let me see it. Aye, that is a kiss. Listen to Tink rejoicing because she thinks the Wendy is dead. Tink, the Wendy lives.
It was she who said you wanted me to kill the Wendy.
She said that? Then listen here, Tink. I'm your friend no more. Be gone from me forever.
Is this the Neverland?
Wendy, lady, be our mother.
Oh dear, I believe that is exactly what I am. Very well then, I will do my best. And before I tuck you in and put you to bed, I have time to tell you a story.
From that night on, adventures became a daily occurrence. The best thing to do is to show you one of them. But which to choose?
I know! The Tale of Tiger Lily!
And the Mermaid's Lagoon.
Peter kept watch outside that night.
But the pirates could be heard carousing far away on the lagoon.
Yo ho, when I say pub, I fear they're overtook.
Knots left upon your bones when you have shaken hands with Hook. What we've got to do is hoist the Indian onto the rock and leave her there to drown.
The face of Tiger Lily is impassive.
I am the daughter of the chief.
And as the chief's daughter,
I must die.
This is your reward for prowling around the ship with a knife in your mouth.
Enough said!
So that's it. On the rock with her, mate.
Not so rough. Roughish, but not so rough.
Poor Tiger Lily.
What was that?
Ahoy, you lovers!
It is the captain. He must be swimming out to us.
We have put the Indian on the rock, Captain.
Cutter bombs, or I'll plunge my hook in you.
Let us follow the captain's orders.
Boat ahoy!
It is the captain. What's up, Captain?
Obesity and bunions. Where's the Indian?
Captain, we let her go.
Let her go?
'Twas your order, Captain.
Brimstone and gall, what cozening is here, lads? I gave no such order.
'Tis passing queer. Spirit that haunts the dark lagoon tonight, dost thou hear me?
Odds, bods, hammers, and tons, I hear you.
Who are you, stranger? Speak.
I am James Hook, captain of the Jolly Roger.
No, you are not.
Brimstone and gall, say that again and I'll cast anchor in you.
If you are Hook, come, tell me, who am I?
Only a codfish.
A codfish?
Have we been captained all this time by a codfish?
It's lowering to our pride.
Have you another name?
Aye.
Are you vegetable?
No.
Animal?
No.
Oh, man!
No!
Do you give up?
Yes.
Well then, I am Peter Pan.
Pan! Into the water! Smee, Starkey, mind the boat! Take him dead or alive!
Cut, hook! Misty! That all you got?
Peter Pan, your time has come.
To die would be an awfully big adventure.
We'll meet again, Peter Pan.
We have now reached the evening that was to be known among the children as the Night of Nights.
Because of its adventures.
The Indians were protecting the Lost Boys and Wendy.
For we have been under threat of attack ever since the incident at the lagoon.
The Great Father is glad to see the braves protecting his wigwam from the pirates.
Tiger Lily wants to be your Wendy.
Desert Wendy? Never.
Me scalp you if you know nice to me.
I don't care. Wendy is my only mother.
Tiger Lily has spoken.
Great Big Little Panther has spoken.
Lone Wolf has spoken. The Great Father has spoken, and now shut up!
What is wrong, Peter?
It is only pretend, isn't it? That I am their father?
Oh, yes. What are your exact feelings for me, Peter?
Those of a devoted son, Wendy.
I thought so.
You are so puzzling. Tiger Lily is just the same. She says there is something she wants to be to me.
But she says it is not my mother.
It isn't for a lady to tell.
Perhaps Tink will tell me.
Oh yes, Tink will tell you. She has no scruples.
I suppose she wants to be my mother.
I almost agree with her.
Wendy snapped, but she had been much tried, and she little knew what was to happen before the night was out.
None of them knew. Now the story you promised to tell us.
Well, there was once a gentleman whose name was Mr. Darling.
Mm-hmm.
Their 3 children had a faithful nurse called Nana.
Aww.
But one day he was angry with her and chained her up in the yard.
Aww.
So all the children flew away to the Neverland, where the Lost Boys are.
Yeah!
Now, I want you to consider the feelings of the unhappy parents with all their children flown away.
It's awfully sad. Wendy, let us go home. You are not to leave us, Wendy.
Dear ones, if you will all come with me, I feel almost sure I can get my father and mother to adopt you.
Peter.
May we go? Please, come on.
All right!
Yes.
I'm going to give you your medicine before you go. Get your things, Peter.
I am not going with you. I want always to be a boy and to have fun.
Peter isn't coming.
Why not?
Now then, no fuss, no blubbering. I hope you like your mothers. Tink! Are you ready to show them the way? Then lead the way.
Yo ho, the pirate light, the flag of skull and bones. A merry hour, a heavy rope. Captain Hook has broken the 2 laws of Indian warfare.
That the Indians should attack first, and that it should be at dawn.
And head for Davy Jones!
Indian.
Ah! Ow!
All is over.
But who has won?
If the Indians have won, you will hear a tom-tom. It is always their signal of victory. An Indian victory. You are quite safe now, Wendy. Boys, goodbye. I'll turn your back so as not to see your captain cry.
Unaware of the tragedy being enacted above, Peter was full of wrath against grown-ups.
Who as usual spoil everything.
So he started breathing quick, short breaths.
There is a saying in Neverland that every time you breathe, a grown-up dies.
Peter was killing them off as fast as possible.
Then he decided not to to take his medicine as to grieve Wendy and lie down on the bed.
On this occasion, he had fallen at once into a dreamless sleep.
Who is that? I'll rescue her. Oh, this is just my medicine. Who could have poisoned it, Tink? How dare you drink my medicine? It was poisoned, and you drank it to save my life? Tink, dear Tink, are you dying? I can't tell what you're trying to say, Tink. There aren't any children here, Tink. Perhaps there are children out there somewhere dreaming of Neverland. Wherever you are. Do you believe? Do you believe in fairies? Do you?
Don't let Tink die!
Say that you believe. If you believe, clap your hands.
Thank you. And now to rescue Wendy.
The moon was rising in a cloudy heaven when Peter rose from his tree and set out upon his perilous quest.
It'll be hook or me this time.
He was frightfully happy. One green light marked where Hook's brig lay.
Low in the water,
A rakish-looking craft,
foul to the hull.
every beam in her detestable.
Now is the hour when children in their homes are abed. Compare them with the children on this boat, about to tragically walk the plank. Split my infinitives, but 'tis my hour of triumph. Are all the prisoners chained?
Tumble up, you ungentlemanly lubbers.
So, now then, you bullies walk the plank tonight. Didst never want to be a pirate, me hearty?
Well, when I was at school, I thought I'd call myself Red-Handed Jack.
What would you call me if I joined?
Blackbeard Joe.
Stop! Should we still be respectful subjects of King Edward?
You would have to swear, down with King Edward.
Down with King Edward.
Then we refuse.
Then that seals your doom. Bring up their mother. So, my beauty, you are to see your children walk the plank tonight.
Are they to die?
They are. Silence all for a mother's last words to her children.
Dear boys, I feel that I have a message to you from your real mothers. We hope our sons will die like English gentlemen.
I'll save you if you promise to be my mother.
I'd almost rather have no children at all.
The ship is doomed! No, lads, it is the girl!
Never was luck on a pirate ship with a woman on board.
Throw her overboard!
There's none who can save you now, Missy.
There's one.
Who is that?
Peter Pan, the Avenger.
Cleave him to the brisket!
The ship's a curse.
Up, boys, Netta.
Michael, stay with me.
Ha!
Protect me.
I'll protect you, Wendy.
Ha, boy.
We got you now, Smee.
Ha, pirate. Wendy, I killed a pirate.
It's awful.
No, it isn't. I like it.
Put up, you button boys. This man is mine.
So, Pan, this is all your doing.
I, Hook, it is all my doing.
Proud and insolent youth, prepare to meet thy doom.
Dark and canister man.
Sinister.
Sinister man.
Now, Peter, now!
Yeah, come on, Edward.
Come on, Peter.
Tis some fiend fighting me.
I am youth. I am joy.
Do it again, Pan.
Yeah.
Oh, you almost got me this time, Pan. Peter, save us! In 2 minutes, this ship will be blown to pieces.
Mercy!
Back, you puling spawn! A holocaust of children. There's something grand in this idea.
Yo ho, the frisky plank. You walk along it so, till it goes down and you go down, to Davy Jones below.
Peter Pan, no words can express my utter contempt for you.
James Hook, to that holy unheroic figure, farewell!
Gloria Daytona!
And now, boys, back home.
We're now returning to the home from which 3 of our characters have taken heartless flight so long ago.
Mother! Wendy, John, Michael!
Oh, Nana, it was all a dream. I dreamt my children would come back, but they never will. Whoa! Children!
Wendy, we can't hold on to the reins not any longer.
Why, who? What?
It's all right, Mommy.
There are just a few motherless boys brought back with us.
But my love.
Come in, boys. Oh, Mommy, say you'll have them.
We can sleep in one bed.
I'm as glad to have them as you are.
There could not have been a simpler, happier family than the Darling family that night.
Whoa!
But there was none to see them, except a strange boy who was staring in at the window.
Peter!
Mrs. Darling was the loveliest age for a woman.
But too old to see Peter clearly.
Peter, where are you? Let me adopt you, too.
Would you send me off to school?
Yes,
And then to an office?
I suppose so.
Hands off, lady! I don't want to go to school and learn solemn things. I want always to be a boy and to have fun.
But he does so need a mother.
So do you, my love. But Peter, I shall let her go to you once a year for a week to do your spring cleaning.
Peter, you won't forget me, will you? Before next spring cleaning time comes?
Of course I will.
Peter promised.
You will come back, won't you?
Yes, to hear stories about me.
But next year, he did forget.
Perhaps he's ill.
You know he's never ill.
Perhaps there is no such person.
Years rolled on.
Wendy had a daughter,
Jane.
And when she was old enough to ask questions, they were mostly about Peter Pan.
Wendy told her all she could remember.
In the very nursery from which the famous flight had taken place.
And then one night came the tragedy.
Hello, Wendy.
Hello, Peter. Peter, are you expecting me to fly away with you?
Of course.
I can't. I've forgotten how to fly.
I'll soon teach you again.
I'm too old, Peter. I grew up a long time ago.
You promised not to.
I am a married woman, and the little girl is mine.
What does she call you?
Mother.
Boy, why are you crying?
My name's Peter Pan.
Yes, I know.
I came for my mother to take her to the Neverland to do my spring cleaning.
I've been waiting for you.
Will you be my mother?
Oh, yes.
And you'll come with me?
If Mommy says I may.
Of course, in the end, Wendy let them fly away together.
To the Neverland.
Second to the right, and straight on till morning.
Second to the right, and straight on till morning. Of Peter himself, you must make what you will. Perhaps he was a little boy that died young. Perhaps he was a boy who was never born at all.
A boy whom some people longed for, but who never came.
It may be that those people hear him at the window more clearly